Hi, my name is Michael Burton Jr. I'm originally from Nashville, Tennessee, but I currently reside in Houston, Texas. And I used to struggle with suicidal thoughts. Now, roughly 2 years ago, I was attending Prairie View A&M University, and I was really stressed out because my grades were in the toilet, and I had just lost my aunt to breast cancer, and then I went on spring break, come back, and I found that somebody has broken into my room and robbed me. Now, you can only imagine how furious I really was. So, me just being down in the dumps and just angry at the world. You know, I had a Bible study that I was attending at the time, and I had someone who was a part of another ministry. He came to the Bible study, and he saw how broken down I was and how distraught my situation had made me. And he had just been praying for me for like 2 days straight. 2 days later, I run into him at the store. He's coming out as I'm going in, and we talked a little bit, and he invites me to the seminar that his ministry's having. So from the first night that I'm there, they made me feel like I was family. And it just showed me how even when I was at my lowest, God was right there to pick me right back up. Because I felt like I was really contemplating on killing myself because I felt like I didn't have anything to live for. But God just stepped in right in the nick of time. And ever since then, I'm just super grateful that he even allows me to breathe this long. I'm 24 years old, so that's something to be grateful for. And I can honestly say that ever since I've gotten cool with this ministry, my life is in a completely different direction because now I have a greater awareness of the Sabbath. And I grew up Methodist, and we always went to church on Sunday. But I never really made a big deal about what day to worship. But I think that God had a plan, and it just took a lot for me to go through. But it was all worth it in the end, just so God could reveal something to me, and just so that He could bring me closer to Him. He broke me down just so He could build me back up, and create me in His image. Because the world will have you molded into their image, but their image may not be what God wants you to look like. So you have to be considerate about what's the right image. Do I want to follow the crowd, or do I want to follow God, who is really in control of everything that's going on anyway? So that's just my little brief testimony about getting closer to God and overcoming suicidal thoughts. I realized that I had something to live for. I had everything to live for because I just graduated recently, and had I killed myself, who knows where would I be, and what would have happened as a result. How many lives could my death have affected? But at the same time, how many lives could my life affect? So that was just something that I had to take into consideration, and I had to just man up and tough it out, and it was worth it in the end. So that's my testimony.